I got my blood pumping, got my dance on. I hope y'all are doing just great. Hi, I'm Brother Dan. Ryan should be here shortly. This is The Way of the Leaf, and we are the Leaf Cast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy tale written by Robert Jordan, the Wheel of Time series. We are starting Knife of Dreams, and we have some first-time readers backstage, so I'm going to pull them in like a pro, and we're going to get this going. Let's do it! So I was talking to my friend. Oh, shucks. Oh, the readings. All right. Yeah, when you sit there and they're all reading and you're just waiting. Oh, wait, hey, happily ever after. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey, man.
How are you?
What's
Welcome
up?
to Tuesday.
Is my mic working?
You sound good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hello. Testing. 3, 2, 1. Things are, maybe my hair needs to stay away from it though.
Happy end of July, guys.
Happy end of July.
You've had a hot one, Kay, lately. Sacramento's area is no joke, baby.
It's so true. It's been hot as yes. Mm-hmm.
We've had
very warm.
Yeah, we've had some humidity ourselves. And Carrie, in your neck of the woods, has it been more hot than normal? Okay.
Carrie, is it hot?
Well, so I mentioned hot because I have a new outfit. I'm cool by the pool.
Yes, very cute. I love it.
It's averaging about 85 degrees, hot and humid here. So I stay indoors most of the time.
Yeah, if you can do it.
MR Howley has a birthday today.
MR Halley's birthday. MR Halley, a very
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
And let me
I don't know.
Stagger. Yes.
Yay.
Yes, Glenn's birthday was just a couple days ago as well. So
Glenn.
Gosh.
Happy belated birthday, Glenn.
And thank you so much for your kind donation, Matt Stagger.
Matt Stagger, you go.
You are the champion. So yes. We are doing Knife of Dreams. We did a long prologue with about 8 points of view.
Yeah.
And it's good to get some gosh darn wind blowing again. You know what I mean?
Breeze.
Yeah.
So Josh will be in when he is able. I muted him for us, and Ryan will be in when he's able. But let's go ahead and let's jump in. If you guys are cool with that.
Absolutely.
All right. The first, it is called. Where are we at? It is called. Chapter 1 is called When Last Sounds. It is a swan point of view. And all right. So let me just get that way. All right. Yeah. So it is a swan point of view, but the wheel at times turns, and ages come and pass, and a wind blows. Hello, Josh. I'm glad you're here. So I want to talk about this wind a tiny bit. This wind goes crazy. It is the most ferocious wind that we've seen. It ends up hurting people. And it smells like sulfur. It comes down from Dragonmount, and it goes through the camp.
What does that sound like? A wind that smells like sulfur?
Any thoughts about this wind? Is the wind tainted?
Sounds like it might be a little further back than the taint. Further down? I don't know. Taint.
Sulfur. You got that sulfur ass?
Ew. I don't know. Tainted though?
You know, and speaking of which, look at the chapter icon.
Oh, it is always in the chapter icon.
Where have we seen this chapter icon before? I don't remember.
Have we? Oh.
We have seen it. I don't know in relation to what, though. Josh, are you familiar with it?
I'm not sure either.
Okay, we have seen it before, though. And I, too, am not really sure what it is. But it is a Swan chapter. I don't think it's necessarily her icon. But, yeah, this wind kind of blows down. Everyone is all sad in the camp. And she's like,
oh, no, we have. This is the dream ter'angreal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. Funny.
Blow my tape.
Sorry, I was looking at the prologue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mind of their own.
We got a taint wind blows. Okay. Nice one.
Excellent. I need my pen. I gotta highlight these.
So there we go. Perineum. Someone mentions taint and perineum shows up. It's
Nice.
creepy. He's I think he might be the mascot of the chat now.
Perineum. A San Francisco.
Speaking of wind, I do have our first Taishar. Drink them if you got them or want them. Quote, canvas jerking and sometimes whipping.
Oh, nice. Nice. I drink Taishar.
I need it. I need to wet my whistle anyways. But Swan's like, hey, no, I just had the coolest dream, guys. Guys, I had the coolest dream. Egwin's alive. She and Leanne are alive, and they say, don't rescue her by any means. I need to go ride your fastest freaking horse. That's not too fast, but a careful, fun horse. She rides this horse. Go ahead.
This part pissed me off. Like, she didn't even bother to get Bella. Like, she just got like the nearest horse that was available. You know?
Yeah, I know. You know what she did? Night Lily. And what she should have been doing is very nice. Yeah. Well done, Carrie. I mean, but so you guys don't have any thoughts about this wind?
I mean, they use like descriptive words like shrieking, and things that, like it disappearing into the dark a lot. So I do feel like it's very possible that it could be tainted.
The wind did mess up this camp to where there were lots of injured people. It seemed like there were broken arms everywhere. And Swan's like, nope, I just gotta go. But she leaves the scene. But it seems like this wind was angry. This wind, or at least was fast.
So you're saying that the wind is what caused them to be injured in the camp? Because I was a little bit confused by that part.
Yeah, I didn't catch that was the wind's fault.
Oh yeah, no, you. Well, I mean, what are your thoughts, Josh?
I mean, the one thing that we haven't talked about that touched the wind is the bowl of winds.
Oh.
Right. So we fucked with weather with the bowl of winds a couple books ago, which was maybe like 6 days. In the time of the series, right?
Was it like 6 days? I don't know. Are you asking?
I mean, I feel like it's something like that. It hasn't been very long.
Sense. This sounds about right. I mean, it feels like, yeah.
The last book was not very long in terms of like the span of time that the actual story traversed.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it does seem like that winter might be coming to an end. there was like some like beginnings of wildflowers growing at some point.
Hmm.
All right, but yeah, that wind. Yeah, so let's see. So it's like
So is the stink of burning sulfur from the Darkhounds?
what do you think?
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question?
The wind carries a sudden stink of burning sulfur.
Uh-huh.
We know what makes the smell of burning sulfur in the book. It's Darkhounds.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. I didn't think about that when I was reading that.
And we haven't seen where they went. We knew that there were several groups of them, more than has ever been seen before, looking for something in the last book. Last book? Book before? Fuck, I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's all a blur now.
Yeah, and I mean, it does seem like the wind, at least, is like, yeah, causing, has caused like deep fear in everybody. Like they're like praying for anything other than that wind to be like the thing that haunts their night, right? So like, it is a big deal, and in a negative way. Darkhounds are.
Well, here's what it reads. It reads here, quote, born beneath the glow of a fat sinking moon at an altitude where Med could not breathe, born among writhing currents heated by the fires inside the jagged peak. The wind was a zephyr in the beginning, yet it gained in strength as it rushed down the steep, rugged slope. Carrying ash and the stench of burning sulfur from the heights, the wind roared across the sudden snowy hills that reared from the plains surrounding the impossible heights of Dragon Mountain. Roared and tossed trees in the night. So yeah, they got all whacked up.
I mean, we know the Great Lord is emerging from his slumber. If the wind gets worse as he comes out further, we could assume that they're related.
It says right here that the sulfurous smell that filled the chill night air seemed an ill omen, and hardened men offered their prayers slowly as fervently as the beardless boys. So,
yeah,
maybe it is associated with something bad and dark.
And it says in this this paragraph that Dan read, that it announced where the wind had come from. We don't know where that was because he doesn't tell us, but
right.
Swan says of the village, quote, now it looked much as if it had been under attack. Collapsed tents lay everywhere, some on top of others that still stood, though a good many of those stood askew, and dozens of wagons and carts lay on their sides or upside down. This was a tornado, more or less, hitting a trailer park.
We call it a straight wind event in Florida, but yeah.
A straight wind event? Okay.
Yeah, it's a like essentially like a tornado, but it doesn't spiral. It goes horizontal.
Oh,
we have them pretty regularly here.
Yes, she is. Your mom is a dirty bird.
Yeah, so that's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing like just wreckage everywhere. People, it says voices on every side called for help, with the injured, of whom they appeared to be a fair number. Men limped along the street in front of Garrett's tent, supported by other men. So it could only have been this, right? It could only have been this gnarly wind that just. Yeah, that's a tornado.
Well, it's not. There was no tornado. It's a straight wind event. But yeah,
straight wind event. All right, yeah.
All right, you ready for your next drinking obligation? Or Taishar moment? I don't know. What are we calling it now?
Taishar!
Taishar! Okay. She jerked upright, her mouth going taut as a mooring rope.
Nice. Taishar indeed. Blink. And guys, if you haven't yet, just hit the thumb. Don't be dumb. Cool. So, Night Lily, baby. She gets on Night Lily and she rides like the wind. I'm pretty impressed with the riding. She had her head down. She's like, yeah, go. go. She like hit it a couple times. She spur, go, go, go. She gets to the end. The horse is all panting, and she's like, "Fuck that horse. Horses are dumb. They're gross."
Oh my god.
I do have a Taishar quote.
Nice.
On through the night, smacking the saddle.
Sweet. I have another saddle one.
Okay.
Saddle me, she told him, and do it right now.
Yeah.
How does he not like hear it? He must hear it.
And so that guy like goes, she's like, "Hey, get me a horse." He's all piss off. She's like, "I'm an ice." She's like, "Oh shit, yeah, here's my wife's horse. She's take it." It's like,
Wait, how does she describe what she wanted? She wanted a certain type of horse, the mildest horse
Mildest
you can
mount
find.
you can find. The mildest mount you can find. Yes. Very nice. Paul.
Yeah, and apparently she's called meek as milk water. What does that even mean? I guess
Right?
that's
What does
instead
that
of,
even mean? Wheat. Milk water seems like it'd be pretty freaking strong, like stronger than most waters. Milk water? Doesn't
Yeah.
scream weak to me. Anyway.
Well, in a way, you could see the wind overturning the camp as symbolic of Egwin's capture and the boat being overturned in the reeds.
Mhm.
Right? The chapter actually begins with them finding Egwin's boat overturned in the reeds. And a wind sweeps through the camp, overturning it, which is essentially what happened when Egwin was abducted. It overturned all their plans, stirred everything up, and ruined maybe too strong of a word, shook up their plans pretty significantly, right? Now they have to regroup, and Swan is kind of like back in control.
Yeah.
Acting as Lomerlin's seat in her disempowered state, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Dan, but you could read it as a symbol of the chapter as well.
Okay. Yeah. She is on a mission to get to the sisters. They're apparently on the camp nearest Tarvalon. She's like, "No, I need to get to the sisters before they do something crazy," because they all think that Egwin's dead. So she gets there. The horse is tired. Forget the horse. Stinky beast, anyways. She spills the beans. Everyone knows. And then she takes a walk with what's her name? Leanne?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they kind of talk a little bit. Kind of more or less that she's like, all right, so you're gonna obey me, right? You're gonna like, you got my back on this, right? And she's like, well, no, Egwin's the Emerald. And she's like, well, yeah, of course, I know she's the Emerald now, but if she's still or killed, then we're gonna have this crazy shit with Ramonda again. So yeah, you got my back, right? Kind of inappropriate talk, if you ask me, especially if they're all supposedly grieving, but who knows?
Oh.
But they pretty much decide that they are not going to rescue Egwene. Egwene has not told them where they are, although Lelaine, she kind of starts figuring it out. She's like, all right, so if she's not punished, then she's going to be humbled. So maybe the accepted quarters. And Swan's like, fuck, this is already happening. We got to just go. And that's kind of the end of the chapter. What did I miss? What do you guys want to talk about?
Lelaine mentioned in the conversation with Swan that she was the one who captured Balon, who kind of ran away or disappeared before. That was interesting. But other than that, I mean, I felt like chapter 1 was just okay. It wasn't as good as the other chapters that we read. So
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
Although,
What
Swan nearly gaped in astonishment. Although, I just like the word gaped. It's fun. So it's not really a Taishar. But there was one, I think. Oh, I was really happy to hear them reference Shiriam as being a redhead again. I don't know. I just couldn't get this full picture of her in my head. And I know we had spoken about it because, anyways, there was another fire-headed phrase of some sort. Anyway, I was really excited about that. She's got red hair. It confirmed. Okay.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Or reminded.
Reminded. Yeah, reminded is, this brain. The blue stole, is there anything to what's with the belt pouch and the blue stole? That was one of my questions. Is there anything significant, or am I reading into this?
Well, we do know that Elida has abolished the blue Aja. So openly wearing a blue stole might be considered an open sign of rebellion. Swan is wearing it.
Yeah.
Yes, that was her Aja. So it's pretty much Elida saying, "Hey, you're not even the White Tower. There is no blue Aja." And she's like, "Oh
And
yeah, bitch,
Shiriam,
what's around my
too.
shoulders?"
Shiriam also is wearing a blue stole.
All right.
Yeah. I hope Moraine is alive. We want Moraine to be alive.
Well, shoot, let's just jump on. Let's just move on.
I'm ready for chapter 2. Are you guys?
Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is called The Dark One's Touch. It's kind of that whale bluebee thing that we all talk about. And this is Bionin. Bionin. Bionin? Yeah. How do you guys pronounce it?
Bionin.
Bionin? Yeah.
Bionin?
Bionin. Her we get a lot of horses, Carrie.
I know. I probably should have had another horse news update. Sorry.
I thought so, yeah. We got Winterfitch. And her water's horse is Hammer. Great. Let's see. So she is just in the tower, or rather, she is. Sorry.
She's in the camp. She's in the rebel camp, kind of observing off to the side what's going on.
That's right. And she decides she splits. We see that the line to travel. The traveling grounds, it's a good dozen people just kind of waiting to go to Walmart, going to the store. Someone's going to go to the movies. Hi. They're going to go to Tarvalon or whatever. It's like, I like that there was this whole travel ground and it was kind of crowded and sisters just did whatever they wanted.
Uh-huh.
That kind of shows just how many people know this weave.
Yeah, it's where do we go from discovering traveling to now there's lines of people just doing whatever the hell they want, and doing whatever they want, and keeping their destination secret. It's just crazy how this has exploded, and there's still people who haven't seen this yet.
Yeah.
That are gonna learn quickly here in the next couple chapters.
Yeah.
My glasses. Oof.
She has a conversation with two Aes Sedai, Ashmanael or whatever.
Okay, first Taishar, real fast before we go further.
Yes.
She had never liked sitting to one side and watching.
All right, I'm with you.
You can veto if you don't approve.
I like that one.
Okay. Sorry, Dan.
So yeah, she's going to the traveling grounds, but she runs into the two, these two sisters, Ashamanel and Phaedron. Which again, ask your doctor if Phaedron works for you. And I guess they're kind of they're all in this together, I guess. They talk about it a little bit. They're like about
They're talking about the murders.
The murders themselves, yeah. Trying to figure out who did it and why.
We do see Bionin also mentioning that she thinks that the Dark One is touching the world. You know, just harkening back to the wind from the previous chapter.
Does she see the dead person in this, or is it this a different chapter?
Yeah. So after she talks to the sisters, she kind of goes towards the tower.
Another ghost.
She travels by the tower, then she sees the.
Taishar, quote, 5 mountain sisters riding slowly.
So we know that it's actually what's her name? Egwene's masseuse.
Yeah. Halima's alternate name.
Who is using Sidene to kill the sisters. But none of the Aes Sedai know that yet. So in this case, we have a little bit of hidden information that they do not.
Do we know this, or is it?
No, we don't know it. We can presume that Halima had marks on her and like was missing during the times when the murders happened from Egwene's tent. Like,
yeah, I mean, I believe that it was Halima that did the murders too.
We don't have proof, but it seems likely.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't know that at all. But they start getting closer to it. They go, okay, well, someone who's a male could channel. It's probably an Ashaman. And they're like, nah, it's probably a gardener. Probably a gardener just as a wilder.
What's up to Van Tavern?
Hey, buddy.
We appreciate it.
So, I'm sorry, but naming a fucking Aes Sedai Ashmanael?
Yeah. Okay. Josh, what was up with the names in these chapters? At one point, like, there's somebody yelling Todd. And it's so it feels weird. I agree with you.
Sorry, but that frustrated me.
The names are. Oh man.
There's a Bionin. There's a Bronwyn. There's a Berelain. So she like goes, okay, yeah. Find out who hanged out with those girls who are both blue, Ajah. Find them. Find Sisters Gnome. You'll find your killer. Peace out. I'm out. Snap. They're like, okay. She goes to the traveling ground, waits her turn, respectfully. It's like it's like I imagine it's like the line to like a carnival bathroom. Like you're waiting. There's quite the line. You got to wait, but you're not seeing people leave. You just wait 30 seconds, and then you go, okay, I guess they're gone. Bye. Kind of fun. I did the math. Guys, I did the math. If there were 12 people in front of them, and they had to wait 30 seconds, that line was at least 6 minutes long.
Okay.
Taishar, quote, a thick, pale shaft rearing.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Thick shaft rearing. Sorry.
Taishar.
Yes. Excellent.
A thick, pale shaft rearing.
Pale. Oh my God. It's terrifying. I'm terrified. Taishar.
So they go through the traveling ground, show up, and sure enough, there's the White Tower. And there's also a dead Aes Sedai. Her name was Turanine. Guys, ask your doctor if Turanine worked for you. Turanine Murdagan.
Dragon.
You up for some Murdagan? That's it. Almost. Anyways. So she's like, oh shit, the Dark One's touching stuff. She weaves.
I like this. I like the part where they talk about all the dead people walking because I find it, it's very fantastical and it's just really cool to see this kind of different aspect of the story. Not really horror, but like, you know what I mean? It's like strange and unusual.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like. I remember like it like being really creeped out. Like, and I don't like stories about ghosts, man.
Oh, I do.
Forget that stuff. Forget that stuff. That's too creepy. So yeah, like seeing like when Matt was like going through all these people, he's like, excuse me, and then turned around, there was no one. I was like, ew. That was me. Wait a minute.
Oh, we got an incoming.
All right. Never mind.
It's the Brother Dan and Carrie show. Hey guys.
Yes, hop on. I'm cool by the pool.
Sorry, I
It
did
is.
not realize my camera was super friggin' smudgy. I was like, I kept looking at it really close, wondering, and I was like, I don't know. Brian came in, he's like, clean your camera off. So I think now I actually am.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize. I thought it was
no idea. I know. I
was
thought it was like a StreamYard thing, and I was like, I don't know how to fix this. This is so bizarre. And then,
I thought it was just like that Barbara Walters kind of Vaseline glowy.
I was like, what in the world is happening in my eyes? I'm like, I need glasses. Where are my glasses? Everything is super fuzzy, but it's only me. Anyway, it was a smudgy camera. Brian will be in soon.
So this, she throws an illusion on. Whoa, 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 whoa! Look, now I'm a kid by the pool. Now I'm a dinosaur. No one is suspects the dinosaur. It's got a floaty. Little arms. That's why you can't swim, dummy.
So cute. Arms.
And her warder's like, I know what you're gonna do. She's like, don't worry about it. I got this. He's like, well, all right. She's like, go to the hotel and go get a drink, and I'll be there soon. And she walks around with a new face, and then we get Elida, and this is pretty much a direct continuation. Elida's dealing with boring ass shit, talking to Matrim boring Stepanos. Something about he's all mad. He got kidnapped. He's upset.
They kidnapped him to prove their power, basically. Yeah.
He's like, I'm the king of Alien. I'm the king of Alien. She's like, Randall Thor is the king of Alien. In fact, he took your crown and he gave it a new name. That's like renaming your dog. Hey, Carrie, I'm going to take your dog and I'm going to give it a new name.
Oh,
right?
Right? That's just
right?
rude on so many levels. Yes.
Right? I know. She's like, I saved your ass, dummy. And he's like, well, harumph. I didn't need saving. I had a floaty. But and she's like, all right, this has been fun. Yawn. Okay, you gotta go. Bye. And he's like, oh, okay, bye. Yeah, I'll go.
She is the worst.
And in comes Bjorn. And Bjorn is comes in with her disguise, but immediately takes it off. You remember Bjorn was assigned to go in and kind of stop the little white tower. I don't remember exactly what her exact orders.
Stop
But
the little white
yeah.
tower before you break my heart, thinking over. Anyway,
Stop
no?
it all. No, it is. First time I saw your eye. Oh, that's a different song. Um, so yeah, she was supposed to like do better, I guess. She's like, no, 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 I've been doing great. I've been doing great. Guess what? You did awesome by not killing Egwin. Hey, good job. That we all heard this, and Elida's like, wait, what? Wait, what? How do you know this? And they're like, oh yeah, Egwin's she talks to people in a dream. She spilled the tea. Yeah. Oh man, she said that shit is fucked up in this White Tower, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of fucked up too.
It's pretty fucked up.
Elida does seem concerned by it. She's like, before she talks to Bionin, she's like, hey, why is the trash in the street still, and why is it so dumpy here? Didn't I order this to be less dumpy? I said, make this less dumpy.
Didn't I order the non-dumpy version of this?
I signed a paper.
Waiter, what the hell?
Isn't there a correlation between the dirty streets of Tar Valon and the city that they went to, So Harbor?
Yes.
Like, I'm starting to see some parallels there.
Oh,
And we're starting to see dead people here too, just
Yeah.
wandering the streets.
Well, and they are also experiencing rats. And she, I guess there's wards that have been on the White Tower and Tar Valon, I guess, forever. Like they were built into the place. It's like having speakers in the ceiling. It's built in. Do you understand? Anyway, so they're like, well, check the wards. Maybe, I don't know. Why are these rats all around? And that's when she gets to Bionin. Bionin says, oh yeah, they can also travel. They're doing the buddies with some Ashaman. Yeah, we got an army. We're doing great. We're doing pretty good here. She's like, all right, Bionin, rule number 1. You can't teach anyone these things unless I tell you. Rule number 2, you have to show me everything right now because this is awesome. And so now Elida has way more information, or at least more. The balance of power has been equalized a bit. Bionin certainly doesn't know how to make Quandar, and we get a report about that as well. That only tiny boats can get in there. They're docking the big boats by the big links now, and just carting them in. It takes a little longer, but it's doable. But in order to really fix it, they're going to have to tear down those bridges and rebuild them from scratch because you can't break Quandar. So we get updates about that. What else did I miss in this chapter?
Is it okay if I read a little paragraph here?
Of course.
This is the part where Elida talks about what she's been doing in her free time. She says that this goes to her studying all the prophecies and stuff, and this paragraph kind of blew me away. She read everything that she could find concerning the last battle, even studies and foretelling so old that had never been translated out of the old tongue, and had lain covered in dust in the darkest corners of the library. The Althor boy had just been a harbinger, but now it seemed that Tarman Gaiden would come sooner than anyone had thought. Several of those ancient foretellings from the earliest days of the tower said that dead people appearing was the first sign. And I was like, whoa. A thinning of reality as the Dark One gathered himself, or as Echo Sedai says, the Great Lord.
Yes. And
Well, hello. Hey guys.
Hey, Brian.
just in the nick of time. That was amazing. Also, it really made me think of The Sixth Sense and like, did they just steal the entire premise to that movie from Robert Jordan? You know, like just so many visions or like sightseeing of dead people. That's how I'm gonna. I'm sticking to it. Yep, sightseeing dead people. I see dead people. Anyway, you get it.
I like it.
Talk. Somebody else talk.
I sightsee dead people. That's great.
Hey, what?
Welcome to New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Elida is taught pretty much everything that Deanna knows, including gateways and healing of stilling, apparently.
Oh, one thing that we didn't talk about was Elida has a new Keeper of the Chronicles.
Right.
Oh, yes.
And that lady is significant because isn't she affiliated with somebody else that we've been reading a lot about? I'm not sure if this was a spoil to me or if it was something that we already knew, so I don't want to say too much. Her name is Tarna. Do you guys know who Tarna is?
Tarna. Is Tarna? Oh,
We
She
have read about her before.
She was
We've read
close
about her.
to her
Is it- is
sister.
it? Oh my gosh, what is her name? That what's his face loves so much that. Oh my god, what is her name? All the other names are going through my head except for her.
She's a pretty small character.
Oh, then it's not her that I'm thinking of. Okay, it's a huge name that I'm thinking of. You know, the one on the wheel with Rand in the show.
Oh,
Lanfear?
Thank you. Leandrin kept going through my head. Jeez.
Leandrin or Lanfear?
Lanfear is what I was thinking, but it's not correct. So
What are you remembering about Tarna?
well, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I want to say it was mentioned maybe briefly in a prior book. Sometimes I look up names in the Watt Companion, and if you do it by the book that you're reading, it doesn't spoil anything ahead. But she was associated with somebody who's currently captured by the Shido. And I don't want to give away too much if you guys don't know that. But I'm curious if by teaching her traveling also along with Elida, is that going to impact future events with Perrin and the people in the camp? So some food for
That's
thought.
a good question.
Tarna has been involved with the negotiations between the rebel camp and the White Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's. If anyone has anything else about that, we can
Jump into
jump on.
chapter 3.
Yeah. Let's do chapter 3 then. This is called.
Wait, real quick. I'm sorry, real quick. Did you guys discuss how the warder thought he was possibly going to go kill him and how wrong he was and what's that all about? Did you guys talk about that?
Wait, kill what? You cut out for a second for me. Kill what?
Yeah. So before
Elida, assassinate Elida, you mean?
Yeah, Dionin was like, before she went into disguise, her warder was like, well, I'll fucking kill her myself. And he like pulls out his knife off fast, and she's like, no, you gotta go rent an inn. I'll find you. And then he literally thought she was gonna go kill Elida, and she ends up just going and spilling the beans.
Right.
And she's like, you've trust me, right? You trust me this implicitly, correct? And he's like, yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Wada Hadakazi. His comment in the chat.
Oh, nice.
She was mentioned in Lord of Chaos. It's been a while.
Look at that.
What did you guys think of that? Like, were you surprised that the warder might be like literally completely 100% incorrect about his Aes Sedai's motives?
What was the what? What's the question?
Yeah. Okay. He thought that she was gonna go and try and kill Elida because she was going under disguise, and he's like, "Well, let me do it." a warder might be able to get to her faster than you, blah blah blah. And she's like, no, you gotta trust me. Go away. But he thought she was gonna go kill Elida, and she ends up going and spilling the beans.
Revealing to her.
Or basically like being a traitor to the time. I just, if it's not that interesting, it's not that interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, Christian rapper.
Do you think that the warder would have insight into the Aes Sedai's motives?
Or feel
why
it
would
somehow?
that be unless the Aes Sedai let them? I mean, the warder bond doesn't go two ways in that sense.
Okay,
as far as
so
we know.
it's not surprising, I guess. I thought it was surprising.
Dummy.
No, sorry.
I mean,
jeez.
Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't.
Yeah, I mean, Lucy.
Like the connection's so deep, you'd have to actively be like not letting that on. Like for her to be like an agent spy at the small tower, and then like just bailing out, going straight to the ambulance seat at the White Tower, and giving away all the secrets. It just seems surprising that he'd be so misinformed and had his assumptions were entirely incorrect. He thought she was loyal to the small tower.
I don't know.
I mean, a warder is supposed to follow his Aes Sedai no matter what. Like, if she says jump, you jump. He doesn't really get a say in questioning it, does he? I mean, he's just going to go do what she wants, even if he doesn't fully understand the motives behind it.
Is she a Black Aja?
Eonin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because she's betraying the Little Tower?
Yeah.
I think she's just afraid. I mean, and trying to move up the chain would be my guess. By
I guess
getting
you just say
on the lightest side. She's trying to.
She's just a smarmy bitch. She's like, oh, I think these guys are gonna win. And
That was my impression, but.
Oh man! Wow. Okay. Dan, how you doing? Sorry I'm late.
Great.
You did wonderfully, and Chad's having a great time as always.
Chad's always have a great time.
Chad is amazing.
His camera is fixed.
We got.
Oh my gosh, that was so weird. I'm
that
kind of
Hollywood,
like embarrassed. Yeah. Everybody thinks I'm so vain. I would have like an extra thick filter on. So sucks.
Like mayonnaise, like spearing mayonnaise.
Well, Vaseline this shit this time. I was like hell over there.
Ryan, we got a perineum popped in for a moment.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he was like, oh, someone said Tane, and he's like,
he's kind of the Bella of the chat.
Like,
Aww.
he's so committed to the thing. He or she, they're so committed to the bit, like they're silent the entire time and wait till someone says Tane, and then they go, "Oh, did someone say my name?"
And they go, Yeah.
So we're working on an acapella version of that, but the guy who sings it, he's just like, you're not holding the note. You go in and out of the note, and it's really hard to figure out when it happens. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hold the note, would you?
Hold the note for 24 seconds, would you?
Why?
Okay.
Isn't your diaphragm bigger?
See, perineums. Yes. You're like a moray eel hiding in the rocks. just comes out.
Let's jump to chapter 3. Chapter 3 is called At the Gardens.
Two more things.
Yeah, please.
So Beonin was under oath to Elida or to Egwene, right?
Yes. Wait, one.
Did she swear fealty?
I believe so.
Hmm.
If she is able to break that, that would indicate that she's possibly a dark friend.
Yeah, or just badass. Or just badass.
Or just badass. Yeah, I heard you.
If you try to put her on hold, she would just break out of it. Be like, "How dare you put me on hold?" I stole that joke.
And
Dan.
so I don't know about
That was a
that.
good one. That was a good one.
The
Dan,
other
tie-dye?
thing is that Elida like fantasizes about Gareth Bryn leading the Tower soldiers.
Yes.
Like, where does that come from? Does she not know that he's out there, like, literally, like, preparing to attack the White Tower?
Yeah, I think she's just like, I'm just gonna usurp everything into like a vacuum, and she's like, I get the Aes Sedai, I get the soldiers, I get the generals, they'll be mine.
Yeah, so I don't know. That was a weird one.
But it's almost like lascivious, like
Right.
lustful, like
Lustful. Mm.
you can almost see her like thrumming her fingers together in a teepee style, just like.
Right.
I was trying to see if Bjorn was.
Oh, Carrie.
I actually got one thing from chapter 2. Sorry, I know we're delaying going to chapter 3.
No.
When Egwene was talking about the prophecies and stuff, after that, she did mention something interesting. She said, foretold that the royal house of Andor was the key to winning the last battle. What do you guys think about that?
Nice, good point.
That was foretold early on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
time?
so. I think she's. Did she? Do
Either
that in
way,
the
like
first book?
what, like foretold? Oh, like who foretold it? Galena?
No, it was Elida.
Phasma?
Did.
Oh, Elida.
Elida was talking about it. Yeah, I had to find it where
Yes.
it actually was worded, but
Yeah, she had a foretelling when Morghese was talking to Rand,
oh yeah, she was
and she goes,
reminiscing on her foretelling that she had a while ago. Yeah.
She said, "This, the world is asunder. The something, and this, and the House of Andor will be the heart of it, or something. And this man will be and this man will be at the heart of it, or something like that."
Right.
And he's like, "I don't know. I'm just a farmer. I got hay in my hair." So I think that might be what she was referring to.
Hay in the hair.
Hay in the hair.
In the hair.
Yeah.
Hay in the hair.
That sounds like a good Friday night.
It's good for sex. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does sound like a good Friday night. Hay in the
So
hair.
one last thing about Bionin. I mean, Bionin was pretty involved in like everything to do with Egwene, right? Like she was there. She was there in the little tower when they raised Egwene to the Amerlin seat, and like was a part of Egwene's inner circle. She tried to like take over the negotiations with the tower when they reached the White Tower, and then was like pushed back. So she was a pretty core figure within Elaine, Egwene's little group. Yeah, she's one of the Saladar Six, exactly what I got to see.
Were you surprised then that she did this?
Just weak. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of weak. And like, but it's not surprising. Like the Aes Sedai are all about power grabs and defer. Like they've all been trained to defer to the one with the most one power, but that certainly could easily translate to deferring to the one with any kind of power, right? So if you see Elida suddenly as the one who has the power in this situation, it's not that hard to imagine them just bending over and going back on all their stuff.
Taishar.
So did we get an answer? Is she a dark black sister?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
okay.
I don't believe so. I think that it's possible she just believes her oaths because Egwin is no longer the Amerlin seat. Her oaths no longer count, and that might be enough for her to get around breaking them.
Mm.
But we don't know how that works. Like, is it the actual truth, objective, measurable truth that determines whether or not you can break an oath, or is it your own internal understanding of truth?
Yeah.
If the oath was support Egwin Alvear as the Amerlin, and you believe she's no longer the Amerlin because she's been captured and turned into and accepted, then you no longer have to follow the oath because Egwin Alvear is no longer the Amerlin.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can then break it, or quote unquote break it.
No,
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's a really good
It's a good
question.
question, but
Yeah, it is a good question.
By the
I
way,
like
I
that.
thought about chat tonight. Our chat is on fire. I love
They are.
that everyone here. Thank you all for being here. Thanks to everyone for being here. For real.
Hey, I got to before we move on. I got to say, might be the one time Elida is actually correct when she sat there thinking, "Man, if I had Gareth Bryn running my army, I would be unstoppable."
Hmm.
I think she, like if we could do like a whole nother show about that. But yeah, like what if, like Gareth Bryn was just like in charge of like all of the Aes Sedais with all their powers. Pretty
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's what Elida's like. Yeah, I'll take over her aunt. I'll take over her sisters. Oh, I'll get Gareth Bryn too, so he'll be in charge. That'll be cool.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like in a world of mistakes, like she's actually like absolutely correct. Maybe it's a no-brainer, but
Well, that's what we did with German scientists, right? We took them and
oh Jesus,
made rocket ships.
yeah, exactly.
I just
Can an
love
Aes
how-
Sedai tell a lie if they believe or have been told a falsification?
I think the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Juan Halicasi agrees.
What do you
Yeah.
think, Carrie?
Um,
If I say that that Australia's in the northern hemisphere and you don't know that it's a lie, can you say it?
As
Well,
my
yeah.
Sedai under those three O's.
yeah, I mean, we all know the Aes Sedai can bend the truth, but the truth is not. It's the truth is also what you believe. So if you believe in something, you're going to believe that it's the truth. But if somebody lied to you and told you that that's the truth, there has to be ways around it, I guess.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, Pop-Up Jorgensen's Gore Singer. Next question there, brother Dan.
Whoa, okay, on the bottom?
I got it.
Yeah. So
Oh.
so what
Oh,
happens?
sorry.
Oh, we did it.
If-
Sorry.
Sorry. That's
so
okay. Thank you.
Obviously, they go to either the mistress and novices and they get their ass beat, or they self-flagellate and they say, "Bad Aes Sedai, bad Aes Sedai," and they spank themselves until they can't sit down. Right? No,
I like
I don't
that.
think there's
Are they
any, like,
compelled? Are they
retroactive-
compelled to make it right? I like that. No.
yeah, like a big old whoopsie.
Well, and we've seen where they're like they say wrong things about Rand al'Thor because they know wrong things about Rand al'Thor.
Right.
Did you guys see
Yeah.
what
Yeah, it's a
Echo
good point.
Sky said? Like,
Where are we at?
just to be what they believe. Otherwise, like, to the farm with you. Nice.
Dopey. All right. Okay. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is a your guys' buddies. Oh, friends in the dark.
Oh yeah, Dark Friend Social.
This is a fun one. This one is in Tel'aran'rhiod. It's put together by Morden, summoned everyone, but Grendel was there first, so she got to decorate. Bit tacky if you ask Arengar, but Grendel does what she does. She's wearing her street clothes. She's wearing her streetwear. There is Arengar, Cimaraj, Demodred, Masana, Grendel. Arengar's like, hey, Grendal's just hanging by herself. She goes over. She's like, hey, you are hanging by yourself. I'm hanging by yourself. I'm really good at hitting on people, so I'm going to pretend that I'm just hitting on you. But let's try to plan something. She's like, oh, that's, I don't know. They got these really weird servants. What are they called? Little elves? Little
Keeblers?
humanoid peoples?
Zamara.
Yes, yeah.
Zamara.
Got them walking around serving drinks. And I noticed that everyone drank there. So I guess in Telorant, could they not be poisoned in Telorant? I was wondering, but they were all drinking these drinks like it wasn't dangerous. But we've seen them before, kind of be suspicious. Were they completely safe because it was in Telorant Riyadh?
It's a good
That's a
question.
good question. Yeah.
But you can still get hurt in Tel'aran'rhiod.
That's what I
You can
thought too.
Die in Tel'aran'rhiod, though, right?
If you're in all the way, if you're like, that's what young.
Not just the tip.
That's what Hopper says. Yeah, he's like young bull, just the tip.
All right, pop up Dobby's comment. That might be the best answer.
That?
All right,
Okay.
I liked this part how they said Grendel and she purred the name.
Right.
What's up, Reese?
All right, so guys, this is a kind of a meta question. Like, all right, so he's constantly describing how hot Grendel is, talking about her body very specifically, and with details. on that.
Bosoms.
So yeah, do you think that like he is playing to an audience he thinks likes that, or is this just kind of he likes that?
Well,
That makes
did you
sense.
find it to be gratuitous? Is that what you're suggesting?
This one was a little bit much, but it's also from the perspective of whose mind is it?
What do you guys think? Do you think it was? Yeah, it was from Asangar, who is now female, and she swings, and she's down to fuck. If you guys know anything about Asangar from this chapter, Asangar's down to fuck.
This is Arangar, though, right?
Or Arangar. I'm sorry,
Right.
Rangar. Did you guys find it, Carrie? Did you find it gratuitous the way that Arangar described Grendel and compared her
And
to
Lanfear, who's
herself?
hotter and shit.
Well, she's like, I'm hotter than that. I have nicer legs than her.
His mind is like Trump locker room talk.
Her.
It's
But
Termite.
it's Balthamel reincarnated.
Right, but she even says she
Balthamel
has
was
no
a man. So, of course, he thinks Grendel's hot.
It says here, quote, she had always fancied Grendel. She no longer really remembered having been a man. In her memory, she wore the body she did now, which did make for a few oddities, yet that body influence had not changed everything. Her appetites had not altered, only broadened. Robert Jordan refers to her as a she, and I do as well. I mean, this is
Well, now
Right.
they are.
correct.
Yeah.
But they were a man
Correct.
before they were reincarnated.
Correct.
And I think
And
this
they
is the
have
first
those
time
memories.
we've learned this, right? Like, I don't think we knew
No,
this whole
no.
like clarification.
This was mentioned. This
We
was
did.
mentioned when they went to Salidar, and we also know that this is Halima, right? I mean, this was already explained.
No, that she forgot what being a man was like.
Wait,
thought
I
that
don't
was
remember
new
this
information.
at all. I honestly do
Really?
not remember. If this happened, I have no recollection of this happening. And I feel like this would be something I would recall, even though I recall very little, I admit. This feels blindsiding. Are you sure we really got this explanation?
I thought so.
It was when they were when the
No,
bad
there
guys
was another.
were in
Oh.
Salidar. They were observing the sisters, and then they said, "Okay, Arengar came into a room and told his sister that, hey, you gotta listen to me, I'm in charge. And then there was something about them being known as Halima. So that's why, I mean, we knew in the camp that, the rebel camp, that a man channeled, and I believe that was Halima that killed the sisters, because Halima is really a man trapped in a woman's body.
I remembered there being a man trapped in a woman's body that was reincarnated. I just didn't remember that it was Grendel. We knew.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
No, it was not Grendel.
Not Grendel.
Okay,
It's
then I'm not
Asengar.
understanding anything. It's just-
So this is Arangar, rather. Arangar is the point of view. Arangar's talking to Grendel. They're all at this meeting. And she's like, hey, Grendel's pretty hot. I even dug Grendel when I was a dude.
Okay, Arengar, that part I did know. I was feeling, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, from the
Yeah,
paragraph
so that's
that we
Halima.
read about Grendel and how she was always fancied. I don't know why I just like interpreted that. Sorry.
Right. No, that was Arangar's thoughts.
Ooh,
Saying, yeah,
Wow.
I'm still a
okay,
chick. Or-
Grendel is Grendel, not a man reincarnated. We're talking about Arengar.
Grendel is Grendel, still a woman.
they're talking plotting, but Arangar's like all like kind of flirting with her. He's like, playing with her hair. He's like, yeah, baby,
Okay,
we should
I feel
fucking
much
totally.
more clear now. Thank you.
And Grendel's like, okay, I'm kind of into this. And then Masana, so the three others come over. Masana's pissed. She's like, Arangar, why'd you let her go? Referring to Egwene. And she's like, okay, I guess Masana's in the White Tower. Okay, interesting. But there's it says, yeah. So their plot. She's like, okay, you're messing up my plans with all this stuff. Do
Mhm.
we know who Masana is in the White Tower? Is she even in the White Tower? Or is she just using proxies?
I don't think we know.
Okay. While this is going on, Arangar is kind of like fondling Grendel, and Grendel's like all down with it. She's like, yep, keep going. Demodred's like, if you're gonna fondle one another, fucking just find a room.
He's like, what is this, high school?
Yeah.
Get off each other. Jesus.
Taishar, her hand had become a fist in that golden hair, bending Grendel's head back. Taishar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taishar, sorry.
Shoe.
Yeah.
Shoe, I need validation, guys. You should know this.
No,
one.
I know. I
why I
cannot
have a
stay
show.
out during Taishar's
Brother Dan,
time.
I can't turn. You gotta press the dance button.
GK.
You got. It's all you, baby. I can't do it right here.
As powerful as Sardine.
I'll get it one day.
Carrie, that shirt's a good color. Yellow's a good color on you, Carrie.
Thank
Do you
you.
see her
You look
lighting?
great.
Isn't that great?
New
Do you
yeah,
like my new lighting?
new ring.
Yes.
Carrie's got excellent lighting. We love it. I love it. It's amazing. And I love your shirt too. It's awesome.
Thank
We were talking
you.
about it before the show, so I felt like I
Cool. Yep.
complimented the shit out of her. I should just like not talk until we get on the show.
They argue a little bit about Egwene. They're like, well, just tell me where she is. I'll rescue her. She's like, no, it's my plan. Morden's like, it's my plan. The lights all flicker. Bats go,
Flicker.
lightning and stuff.
Yeah, sphincters tighten.
Yeah.
Ah.
And we get some gossip. All right, he comes in. He's like, all right, it seems like Samuel has resurfaced. They're like, what? He's dead. No
He
way.
dead? Yeah.
No way.
Sammy dead.
But
Instead of Sam I am, it's Sam I no longer am.
Sam I was.
Yeah, Sam I was.
So,
Wait.
but yes. What?
Whose POV is this?
This is Arangar.
It is from the beginning of chapter 3.
Correct.
Okay, I was confused
entire-
this whole time.
I'm like, who's who?
Yeah.
Wait, so Arangar is Halima, right?
Arangar is Halimius.
So
Okay.
yeah, this is so great. Like
But
now,
who was
I wanna-
Arangar? I'm sorry. Who was Arangar?
The Carrie knows.
Bethamel?
Carrie knows the name.
Right.
I don't
Is
remember.
Beth-
the-
It's Halima. But the person
Halima.
that person was before they got that one.
Balthamel. Yeah. Okay,
Right.
not Beth. Bethamel's. That's Beth Doman playing Balthamel. Is Bethamel?
Oh, man.
All right. God damn it. Yeah. So, okay, don't worry about it. I was confused. The first time I read this, like all the reincarnated stuff was, hey, kitty! Oh my God. Bonus points to Brother Dan.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a feel gooder.
What a.
What is that kitty's name?
That's Ozzy. That's Ozzy.
Aussie?
Yeah.
Did your guests get super confused when you were calling for your cat?
Yeah, I'm all Ozzy. They're like, what?
Like,
Yeah, that's what I
I was
just
ready
called.
to flog you again.
And I just
Oh
call
my
my.
God, let's go
I
to
call
Poland.
my. I
I
just
don't-
refer to my guests by their nationality. I'm a Canadian.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God, that's just call their guests with their nationality.
Be careful. Canada is a trigger word for some people in chat.
Oh no! Oh no! What about
Interesting.
French
Dan knows the
Canadian?
Canadian national anthem in Spanish.
Yeah. I know the first two words.
What are they?
Oh.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is. I feel like that's the
Mi
beginning of many
corazón
notes,
es
or like the end of
para-
many notes.
I don't know if they're still here, but Echoes. Oh, Echo Sadai. Yep.
Canada
Sorry.
does rock.
All right,
We
you
love
know we're
Canada.
Canada is real. We believe in Canada.
Can't. Yeah, no.
Canada is not like Tella Henriot at all. Let's just correct that myth right now. It is absolutely real. It exists. I'm kidding.
It sounds like
I'm so sorry.
idyllic.
I love you. We love you.
I
Well,
think
it's-
Canada has a way cooler national anthem than
Who is it?
most countries.
Anyway.
Canada is like Wakanda for lives, is my mind. I just want to move there and like not have guns.
Right. Well, we're
Uh,
moving to Australia in a few years, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone from Canada we've met are amazing, and
everyone.
I think
Everybody.
unarmed. I think unarmed. Yeah, they've
And
all unarmed,
Australia.
right?
Everybody we've met has been amazing. I mean, from this community,
Aw.
we've met like all people are amazing. Doesn't matter where they're from. They're all cool.
Oh my gosh, Louis Jr. That's hilarious.
What are you doing? That Canada is Teleanrad. It's the world I can't see. Is this the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do have
Canada,
potato
though?
chips.
I'm kidding.
Ketchup and potato chips. I don't know why we don't sell them here. But then when I walk down the potato chip aisle, it's like, I mean, it's just so tall with chips. I guess there's just no room. But man,
In Canada?
yeah, no, here in America,
My answer is yes.
we have so
Oh,
many
the-
potato chips. But Canada has so many.
They have like
and
ketchup chicks. They have like new fun chips. Dude. Yeah,
They have new fun
Nice.
ones. I know.
like the ketchup fucking tubes.
I had cheeseburger
Right?
Doritos. Cheeseburger
Right?
What?
Yeah, you can
Uh,
get elk Doritos.
That's
roadkill Doritos.
Roadkill Doritos, really?
Uh
How are we
Guys, I
talking
missed
about
you.
ketchup chips?
I literally,
No,
my
Oh,
entire life is me wandering around the house in a mindless stupor, just waiting to be with you guys every week.
Aw.
No.
It's true.
I
He
can't
doesn't
eat.
really
I can't
fall.
sleep. I'm usually just propped up over there,
It's true. His eyes are
like
just wide
thrown in
open,
a corner,
staring
and like I just
corner,
yeah, and
waiting
I'm
for
like
Tuesday.
I'm basically catatonic all week until I'm with you guys, and then I really come alive. It means a lot to me. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to say on the record that I had a Canadian friend last year at WalkCon that brought me ketchup chips, so I got to try them last year for the first time.
Oh, fun.
I think I had from probably the same bag. I think it was that only a walk
Yeah,
conversation.
I
Tried this
think
shit.
that's-
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I opened it up when I got home. I don't think I shared.
I think that we ate
no,
some
come
of
on.
somebody else's.
Your
or
hand
maybe
was in the bag, and then my hand was in it, and we touched. We
And
looked
you
at each
touch.
other.
Oh, did you do like? Were you both eating chips
Yeah,
like
yeah,
right
yeah.
with your
Well, yeah.
face?
Yeah, it
And you
became
like
a
did a Lady in the Tramp style with one
That's
potato
weird.
chip?
Little tiger
Really?
chip.
That's what it sounds like when you eat potato chips?
Oh,
I
everyone,
just
tell
want
us
to say they
your-
were actually good. They were delicious.
They were. Yeah.
I think
Hey,
you're
everyone,
right.
tell us your first ketchup chip experience. Lou's was
Oh,
in
yeah.
1998.
Yeah. Right.
But
Hey, so we're talking about the dark, the friends of the dark.
What?
The meeting gets started. The meeting gets started. They're like, "Hey, Samuel's back." They're like, "Guess who's back?" Bam, bam, bam. Samuel's back. Samuel's back. Sam's back. I don't think that's true. You see, because Samuel is dead as can be. All right. But someone apparently took a whole bunch of Myrddraal and Trollocs through the ways.
No.
Someone sounds
and they
like
all look at
Samuel.
each other knowingly, and they're like, "Yeah, that sounds like Samuel."
100 Myrddraal and thousands of Trollocs, and they're like, "Yeah, typical Samuel." They're like, "All right, so." All right, any report of Trollocs or Myrddraal outside the Blight? Report to me. All right, thank you. Next on the docket, it looks like we've looking for the seals. They're like, seals, yes, the seals. Randall Thor has the seals. He probably hit him. Go find him. They're like, all right, okay, check. They're like, Randall Thor, we're gonna kill him, right? No, don't kill him. Nope, don't kill him. But if you want to kill someone, kill these two, Matt and Perrin. Big bounty. It says, quote. So that's what they look like. Who knows, Morden? If you had shared this with us before now, they might already be dead. He said, find them! Exclamation point. Make doubly sure that your followers know their faces. Find Elvira and Cawthon and kill them! Exclamation point. The time is coming and they must be dead! Exclamation point. Tyshar. When he lowered his hand, she exhaled softly.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
They sound like stage directions for the worst erotic play in the history of erotic plays.
I have one.
I think this
Yes.
erotic play would be rad, Ryan. I don't know what you're talking about.
It would be pretty
Tyshar
rad.
did.
It would be pretty rad. Lanfear had preferred meetings that floated in endless night.
Nice.
Bounce.
All right, brother Dan, who plays who in this erotic play?
All right. So, Arangar. Well, let's see. So that particular one, that scene where he lowered his hand and she sighed softly, that was Morden and Sindane. So I would.
Yeah, we get another inference that Sindane as Lanfear because she's the only one that calls Rand Lutz Therin.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so obviously
That opens up lots of questions when we think about that.
Yeah, but also, like, is she just like slipping up, or is she trying to let everyone know who she is?
Ooh.
I just want to know how the hell is she there and where the hell, like, okay, Moraine is still alive. There's no body. Like, but how the hell is she away from Moraine and Moraine is not, like, how did she get out? Like, it's just,
Maybe
yeah.
they did rock, scissors, papers. And Moraine won.
well,
to stay in the Quendir?
are we shipping Arangar and Grendel?
Shipping? What?
You know what the kids say. All right, let me rephrase this. Are we down with Arangar's Riz?
Down with the
Rate the Riz.
Yo,
Rate the Riz.
Oh, Riz, not Riz. Okay.
What Riz? Hashtag what Riz. All right, that's so funny.
Oh no.
So yeah, do we think? Do we like that? Do we like this combo? This matchup? Are we down with them being a couple? Shipping means, do we want them to pursue a relationship or a fuck ship?
Who? Mo Gideon and Sidene. Sidene. What did I like? What's Sidene? Sidene. Oh, different. Sidene. What's her name?
Sindane.
No. I'm referring to Arangar and stop and Grendel.
Arangar, Grendel, and who?
Arangar. Arangar walks up. She's like, "Hey, baby, we should be partners." But
Arangar with Grendel.
Yeah.
She's like super hot on her. Yeah, she likes her like milky white cheeks and. She's just like, oh, God damn it. I mean, Grendel, if you weren't so friggin' hot, I might listen to you, but right now I cannot concentrate on what you're saying. It was very strange. I want to reread this now, knowing that that's Arangar's POV. Like, it changes everything. Like, as I'm glancing through some of the things that I even, like, just kind of, like, put a little dot next to. This makes it just changes everything. I want to reread this with Arangar's
Do you
POV.
think that any
stuff.
of the Forsaken have had sex with each other after being a Forsaken?
After?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why does that matter?
Well, I mean, like because they had lives in the Age of Legends. Like before all of this, they had lives.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, and so I'm not asking you to know that.
Like in their previous life, kind of thing.
Yeah, they're alive, and then they became Forsaken. They were not like baby Forsaken. They didn't pop out. Dan, help me.
No,
I can't.
I can't do it.
They didn't pop out and just So they lived, and then they became Forsaken, and now they're just long. They live a long time. I'm just wondering, after they've been this way, do you think they've like kind of like had a little,
Well, they're so busy scheming against each other. Do they even have time for a relationship?
There's always time. There's always you make time. There's always time. No, I don't know. It's easy. Just fucking with you. I don't know.
No, I mean that's yeah. No, that's
Maybe,
good. Yeah,
they're all
no
like
time.
over each other, and yeah, they're plotting. She's right. They're super into their plotting and scheming. And Kevin Northcutt's in chat.
But you could, but also using like a male or female, using your body to take advantage of another person. That's a thing. Like even if it's not like out of love, it's like there's many reasons why people might be having like banging it out.
It could be part of their game. Then is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like it could be part of their manipulation. Like she's throwing her vag.
I mean, Arangar clearly is like way into Grendel. She could probably get him to swear fealty to her. He likes her so much.
Yeah. Does she know though? Like, does she understand that this is happening? That she has this upper hand in this situation though?
I think
That's kind of cool. Like if
I
she
ima-
knows
yeah.
that and she's manipulating him in any way, like because she knows that he's interested or fascinated by her, like that's a big upper hand.
It's an advantage. Like, I mean, well, she dresses that way. I mean, not to be like, oh, look at how she dresses. I mean, like, obviously,
no,
like
I
she's.
just think that there might be some. I see what you're saying. Like, too, I don't think that it's like, oh yeah, blame this person for getting attention. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like she's got. She might be. She's playing a game too, and they all have goals and things they're trying to figure out that have nothing to do with like in I lost my vocabulary today.
Are these their original bodies? Like, was Grendel like
No.
super like just like this in Age of Legends?
Well, Arengar said that like they were getting used to this, but they made like a pretty good looking woman, right? What was it? Did they didn't have the same body? Then they're a man, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's that. I remember that line, but I don't remember that line.
Yeah,
But
I
we at
mean,
least know that they're not in the same bodies because they were previously a man and now a woman. So
right. And I mean, there's dudes that have scars on their face and stuff.
From getting clawed.
I don't know, Turk Claude.
Turk Claude. Turk Claude. John Claude. I know you missed me. I was like so trying to get back as fast as possible.
I love it too. It's a great color.
Very kissable.
Color.
Anything else about this meeting, Carrie and Kay?
Let me check my notes. Let's see.
But is Carrie wearing pants? Have we discussed this?
No, we have not.
Every week you discuss it now. It's all
She
Dobie's
doesn't
fault.
wear pants.
Is
This
Case
a
nice that I
pantsless
wearing
show.
pants either? Let's look. No,
I don't see any. I don't see
yeah.
any.
Well, I mean,
I don't see any legs. Oh my god, I don't see any legs.
Oh
Right?
my god! Actually, I should probably scooch my chair.
we're looking through them like you look like a tree trunk. You count the lines.
Ryan, did you see my outfit? I'm wearing a.
Oh my god, you're a beach bum.
I'm a beach bum. I'm cool by the pool.
This
This shirt actually is a 50 SPF. So I
Isn't
won't
the
get
beach
sunburned.
just like the biggest pool you've ever been
No,
to?
that's responsible.
It's a pool
Okay.
that like will actively kill you.
Brother Dan, I love your new outfit.
Thank you.
I like that you're expanding. I love your new background. You look really like comfortable. I like how your right arm is just like chilling up there.
Oh yeah,
Like-
Lady
It's just like
Catherine
the-
got this for me.
Oh, Lady Catherine's best.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie. Yes.
Okay, so my final thought on this chapter is the very end. They talk about their orders are now to go kill Matt and Perrin.
Oh yeah,
So
we
the
forgot the
question
biggest
is- Yeah, so I guess
I
we
mentioned
know
that.
we all know they're in the prophecies. We all know they're part of Taviran. They want to kill them to get them out of the way so the prophecies won't be fulfilled. Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, why suddenly do they want to, or have they always been chased? And it's just now, like, they're now stating it as a fact. Like, yeah, we got to get these guys. Like, I don't
It's-
understand.
It says the time is coming and they must be dead.
Now,
And
and then
is
someone says,
capitalized.
"Hey, Brother Dan," like they emphasize, like, yeah, you know, if you didn't freaking hide this information, like this, we could have ran into them a while back. Do you think that they might have, like, and they just didn't know that they were like on the wanted list?
Yeah, probably. I mean, as they've been going through their thing, now they finally get the okay to do it, and they finally get to see them. When we saw with the man who called himself Bors, we saw the three of them up there, but there was no distinction who was when they were all floating. There was no distinction who the dragon was, which one was which. But it seems
Yeah,
like
but-
what we're hearing that the Forsaken their orders had been pretty much to keep their hands off, and now those orders
Game
have
on.
changed. Yeah.
I had no idea how many people were in Discord. Discord is popping off. This
Oh,
is
is it?
awesome.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
super excited. Love.
All right,
love
hey,
it.
Case, did I say what was that show you had on yesterday where it's like they're on an island and like the whole thing is like everyone is sex addicts but they're not allowed to have sex.
Oh, it's called Too Hot to Handle.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
Handle.
Your brain will
Oh.
never be the same.
Oh, but I
Don't
think it
watch.
was like season 3. All of a sudden, they're allowed to have sex.
Oh,
Hey, some of us
No
don't know that yet. Spoiler alert.
yeah.
I watched season 1 and I was like, okay, and then I kind of gave up after that.
It's just the worst humans in the history of humanity. That's so amazing. All right, Carrie, that I did
Carrie,
not
that was the
expect that.
funniest thing you've
That was-
ever said.
It's
That was
okay.
so
I don't
good.
care. I'm never gonna watch it again. It's just weird.
Again.
Am I being funny? I'm not planning on it being funny. It just happened.
You're a hilarious person. I love you. I'm crying a little bit. So
All right, so yeah, I think Dan was like, "All right, this is a new low.
he's like that guy.
I'll let the
That
ladies
got
talk
hurt.
this out." All right,
Oh
so
no, wait. Dan looks like he didn't have a good connection, actually.
okay.
I think he might be coming back now. Is he there?
Okay, so this is now the Carrie and Kay show. So we are going to start on chapter 4.
Ryan.
Let's
Choo
go.
choo.
Yeah, I'm what am I?
Kay, what did you think about chapter 4 compared to the others? I felt like this is one of the better ones.
Oh my god, I just swallowed my tongue because I wasn't expecting a question so quick. Let me grab my book. I'm not sure.
This is
chapter 4.
this is a big this is called A Deal, and it has a chapter icon of the Sanchan.
Look at you.
So Perrin is getting ready to meet someone, and they don't really announce right away who it is. And if they do, I missed it. Verlaine, everybody's talking, and Verlaine's there, and everybody's like warning her, like, "Hey, don't go with Perrin. You gotta stay back," and blah blah blah.
I'm
We
gonna
don't
get
want
the
you to get
dogs.
hurt.
Okay.
And B Dizzle is here, so he can take over.
Blah blah blah. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. I had to reload. Are we starting chapter 4?
What?
Are we doing
So
chapter 4?
yeah, so I
Started.
gave the little quick overview. We have the chapter icon of the Sanchan, and Perrin's getting ready to meet somebody, and everybody's talking to Verlaine about, don't go with him. We want you to be safe.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much as far as I got.
The first paragraph, it says, quote, red and blue wildflowers were beginning to poke through the winter brown grass that the now vanished snow had flattened into a mat. Does this mean that there is finally a break in winter? Is spring finally coming?
That's what it
Maybe.
sounds like.
Okay. They are all waiting. There's going to be a meeting with the Shanshan, and they are like, yeah, Berlin, you shouldn't go. There's 50 wind guards. There's 50 minor. What else? 50 Geldin people. They're like, you shouldn't go. She's like, I'll do what I want, bitches. And they're like, okay, yeah, she'll do what she wants, and we are bitches. They see Talimor. They ride out slowly, and they meet in the middle of the meadow, about 6 yards apart. Oops. Someone's got to mute Holmes.
Sorry, that was weird. Yeah.
This
You
is
definitely
mute
know.
Holmes.
Mute. If you're on Discord, please mute.
They got to they introduce themselves. Hi, I'm Perrin. I'm This
Oh, hi, yeah.
Right. There's Bear Lane, there's people. There's mention about parents
Oh.
apparently in the dragon prophecies of the dragon. With them saying, "Oh, well, I'm glad you didn't say." Or what does it say? It says, "Quote." Something about the Wolf King. It says when the Wolf King carries the banner, carries the hammer. Thus are the final days known, when the fox marries the raven and the trumpets of battle are blown. It rhymes, and in the Shanshan accent, it has a real ring to it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, she says. She also says, "Oh, your Archer Pendrag is part of Bearlane's thing, and that she's a distant cousin, and that may give her some honor and shit. So that's good." She's all, "Fuck you, I only want mine." So Perrin has this big stick, a big branch, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I haven't
Wait, what
got
did you just
all."
say, Dan?
He's got a big stick, a big branch.
Parents got a big stick.
Yeah. He there's all these. They have way more than the 100 they were or the 10 they were supposed to bring. The Shanshan have way more. They're like, "Well, shit, we're gonna have some accidents. This isn't gonna be good." Parents like, "Listen, my dudes are they know woods pretty well. And they're pretty good shots." He holds up his freaking stick, and then thunk, thunk, 2 arrows right into the stick. He's like, "Oh yeah, watch this." Throws that bitch up there. Goes about 100 feet high. Parents, he should toss the caber, baby. Throws that shit 100 feet high. Suddenly bursts into flames. They're like, "Hey, that's pretty good. You got a marathon domine." And they're like, "No, it's an Ashaman." She's like, "Holy cow, an Ashaman? Now we're talking. That's pretty rad." She's like, yeah, it says, quote, "We hear stories about Manetheren. Half of Amadesia is buzzing with talk of you and that banner. Come to bring Manetheren alive again and save Amadesia from us." He's all, "Well, I'm no bloody lord," or whatever. He gives her his flag, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I don't want to be a bloody lord for real. Take it, you take it, and just help me get my wife. Yeah, there's like 100,000 Shido and 400 wise ones I could channel. Just help me get my wife, and we're good." She's like, "Yeah, take that back. I can't really help. It'll take months." He's like, "I got a plan." We hear about this plan, guys. The plan is to get a whole bunch of fork root.
T is the answer.
He's always the answer.
He is always the answer. Ah, look at that. Lipstick and all. I love it. That's how my mug always looks too. Like, which one's mine, right? Oh, that's my lipstick.
He says, Talonwar told me you got some kind of tea that makes a woman who can channelly go wobbly in the knees. Sounds like
Woman
funky
or man.
Comadina. Yeah, she says, Tylee corrects him and says a woman or a man. Yeah. She says, "But how you figure to do it?" He's like, "I'm going to feed it all to him. I'll need as much as I can get. Wagon loads, probably. There's no way to heat the water, you see, so it'll be a thin tea." She's like, "Yeah, bold plan, baby." She's like, "But it's very far." He's like, "No, we can travel. Don't worry about it. We got this." And he whips out his old get out of jail free card that High Lady Sarat had written
Mic
up.
drop.
Yeah. Quote, "The bearer of this stands under my personal protection in the name of the Empress. May she live forever. give him whatever and aid he requires in service to the Empire, and speak of it to none but me. And they're like, holy shit. That's her signature and everything, huh? How'd you get that? He's like, yep, I got it. And so they shook hands. And that's it.
They thought that didn't when they read it, the person that read it said like something about like sorry, hold on a second. I'm gonna figure this out. Oh my gosh. Let me just find it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
About the letter itself. Oh, go ahead, Karen.
So I have a side comment about this part of the book. So we basically, okay, so Egwene is warning everybody in the tower, I have a foretelling, the Seanchan are going to come and attack. And everybody's like, no, they're so far away. There's no way in hell they're going to come attack us.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, I had the realization that, oh my God, Perrin is the one who shows the Seanchan how to travel by telling them about it. Is that going to cause events to alter or change because of this meeting?
That's a very good point.
I had not thought about that. It's a really good question.
Do any other Seanchan know about traveling up till this point?
I don't know because, I mean, I'm trying to think. The Ashman arrived in Lord of Chaos, and it was them against the Aiel, but the Seanchan were kind of like still far away.
You would think that this would be something that people would share very infrequently. This is a major ace to have up your sleeve. But I guess this is how desperate perhaps Perrin really is to get Fael back.
Yeah.
She says
So,
go ahead.
sorry. So Jay mentions in the chat that they can't see the weaves. So they may not understand the weaves, but they at least know that it exists. And by that, they can find people that could help them, or they can align with people. Maybe they're going to say something like, okay, we'll give you what you want, but you got to show us traveling. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think outside the box here. No pun intended. Oh my God. All right.
No, I like that.
No, there was like just the quick little thing. Thinking that Lady Saroth is the daughter of the Nine Moons, but that sounds like the person that read the little message did not even know who Saroth was or is, and doesn't know, and is just taking the word for it, like just taking this letter and being like, well, shit, I don't know who that is, but if this is the signature, then she must be important. I'll just follow it to a T and do whatever it says. That seems bizarre to me.
No, Perrin is the one. Perrin is the one who doesn't know who Saroth is, not the Seanchan person.
Oh, see now, what would I be thinking is going on in these books if I didn't have you guys to consult with every Tuesday?
So Perrin's like, I got this in my possession. I found it in the prophet's belongings, and I'm gonna sure as hell use it if the need arises. And he played his ace. I mean,
so he doesn't know who Lady Saroth is. I thought it was the person reading the note and thinking, like, why would they even?
No, see, Perrin's contemplating. He's like, maybe she's important. Maybe she was the daughter of the Nine Moons. Well, we know she's not.
Oh gosh, Carrie, and all your clarity.
Perrin, he tells Aram he couldn't go to the meeting. He's like, bro, you've been too hot-headed. Like he literally says, you've been too hot-headed lately. You stay here. The meeting seems to have gone well, but she says, quote, Aes Sedai, Ashaman, Aiel, your eyes, that hammer. Now this, referring to the note. Who are you? And he says, I'm a man who wants his wife back. We got a deal? And she's like, fuck yeah, shake, had a firm grip. And that's the end of our chapters. What, anything else that we wanted to go on? Yeah.
There's something that we missed, and I think Josh would have mentioned this, so I want to make sure that we talk about it really quick.
Yeah, please.
When Perrin gets introduced to the Sanchan, the person, I can't remember who he was talking to, but it mentions how he's smelling them. And when they realize that he's part of the prophecy, he identifies an unidentified odor or smell related to that person. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let me
Yeah,
see
you're
if I
right.
can-
There's like a lot of scent, a lot of Perrin scent being like, you know, acknowledged in this because that's a big part of his whole character, right? But I also just love, again, this made me think of synesthesia because, you know, I just love how like the colors come in when he's smelling stuff, like colors in his brain, like scented scents or colors and colors or scents. Anyway, it was fun for me to read. I like that. It's very, I feel like it's not really a lot of, anyway, it doesn't matter. Bubbles of disappointment, all sorts of stuff. In Aram's scent. Aram's scent. What are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for
the
this
comment about the
yeah.
scent. The comment about the scent.
So there's
He had a brief moment where he saw the colors and he basically saw Matt talking to Tuon. That flash where he interacts with the other Severin.
what is that? That's like, can he see things that are happening currently? Is that like some sort of vision that's happening with
I
this
feel like
thing?
all three of them are having visions of each other, but it's very quick
Yeah.
and it's very, they don't really understand why it's happening or
But do
they
you
don't
think
really.
it's a vision that's happening, like a vision of something that's happening concurrently, or is it all over the place, or are they visions that are happening, like the vision is happening before the actual event happens, or
That's a very good question.
you know, because I don't know.
I'm guessing concurrently, but it's the timelines are kind of.
It's hard to tell, though, right?
Yeah. I can't find that comment, but I know it's in
Yeah.
here somewhere. But I just thought it was a very subtle comment, but it just made me think like, okay, we know he has a super wolf sense of smell, and he can read emotions, but when he came across an unidentified scent, it made me think about, okay, how can an emotion be unidentifiable? Is it something else? Are they doing something, or are they masking something? Like,
Oh no, I
It's
forgot.
just
Oh, I found
interesting.
it. I found it. Her gaze flickered across the fluttering banners. He thought she paused slightly on Manetherin's red eagle and again on Mayeen's golden hawk, yet she quickly settled to studying him. Her expression never altered a whit, but when she noticed his yellow eyes, something unidentifiable entered her scent, something sharp and hard. When she saw the heavy blacksmith's hammer in its loop on his belt, the stranger's scent grew.
I love that you brought this up, Carrie. I'm here. I've been listening. I just second to the last sentence too. Holding the paper to Mishima, the banner general stared at Perrin. The sharp, hard scent was back, stronger than ever. Aes Sedai, Ashaman, Aiel, your eyes and that hammer. Now this. Who are you?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's brought up a couple of times, but it is like the smell of consternation, maybe, or like confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would be a smell. It was unidentifiable, though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah. Confusion. Feels like.
But it's because he needs to understand where she's coming from, right? And he doesn't.
Yeah. Mm.
So, what do
Well,
you
it
think
was
about this
something.
bargain? Oh, Josh, do you have thoughts about this bargain that was made, or I guess the dark friend
Deal with the dark one.
discussion?
I mean, it says it right there.
Yeah. Are Matt and Rand? I'm sorry, Matt and Aaron now that there's a bounty out on them, is that going to change their existence?
Say that again.
Matt and Rand now have a bounty put on them by the Nameless to all the Forsaken to kill them. How soon is this, or how is that going to manifest, and how soon is that going to happen, you think?
As soon as the message gets out on the network, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got through these 4 chapters. Is there anything you wanted to bring up, Josh? I know you missed a bit of the discussion, but
No, I mean, you guys pretty much covered everything. I mean, there's a couple little things, but nothing big.
Perrin got them to promise not to collar anyone, which is kind of a big deal.
This. Oops. I mean, don't do that.
Did you? Yeah. So I guess, yeah, let's just call it then. We will do chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8 next week. That is 64 pages of goodness. Let me change the music because Ryan has this music set up for intro outros.
Oh man, I've been frozen for a while, huh?
Oh, were you? I didn't even notice. Oh gosh, yeah, there you are.
Yeah, I'm just doing a long tuck behind the ear. It's called the long tuck behind the ear.
Well, that has been chapters 1 through 4 of Knife of Dreams. We're doing 5 through 8 next week. Join us as always, and we'll be on this coming Sunday talking about Tavern Talk stuff. Not exactly sure what, but we will be there. As always, Kay, our frozen lady here.
I love you, even though you can't see my mouth moving. I'm just really good at this.
Carrie? Yeah. Well, anything
What?
to say?
No, I mean, I'm excited to get through this book because I heard it's a good one. So, yay, we got to read more chapters.
So far, so good, right? Like, so far, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
There's so much packed in. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Then we will be back next week. Be good to everyone that you meet. Put your shopping carts away. Don't leave them in the thing. They're gonna ding up cars. Use your blinkers. Use your blinkers, guys. Use your blinkers, then your brake lights.
Use your blinkers. We don't know which way you want to go.
If you see a crossing guard, wave to them and say hi. They're doing a service that not many people do. I love you and I'm proud of you. And as Ryan says, run for your lives because this is
The Wild West.